My name is Willie Schmidt. He's coming this way. I've been a hunter my entire life. It's my passion and it's in my blood. I'm traveling across the globe in pursuit of the world's last wild hunting adventures. And when it's real and wild, it's never easy. This is pure hunting. Experiences like these are as much a part of pure hunting as killing a big deer, but I'm hoping my next adventure ends with more than a moral victory. Not just the victory of a harvest, but the victory of discovering another one of America's underrated and widely unknown hunts. I found a sheep hunt that may be one of the best kept secrets in America, the Aoudad sheep. I'm headed south to the canyon country of Texas to hunt this amazing animal for the very first time. Texas has very little public hunting, and the southern stretch that holds the Aoudad is no exception. So to access this area, I went through a local outfitter, Jim Roach of Magnum Guide Services. Jim is a legend in these parts, and I knew he'd give me some great insight into this species and its habitat.
Well, what do you think about the ranch?
Well, getting in last night, I had no idea what we were getting into, so seeing it, I would never have expected this kind of terrain in Texas. This area is so vast that Jim and I spent the first morning doing some driving and scouting to give me a better lay of the land.
This is real sheep hunting with real mountains and real dangers.
Never hunted Aoudad, but I've hunted sheep, and so getting in sheep shape, that is a different kind of shape, and I think I've kept it pretty good, so I'm looking forward to this Aoudad hunt.
Sometimes, Willie, these rams will bed up high, so when you look for just the curve at the top of the horns, and that'll give their presence away.
Assuming it's not downwind is the best way to approach these sheep, like most sheep, from above?
Yeah.
Okay. Jim, I think I see some rams over here, and they're just coming up from that draw this way.
Typically when you see a bachelor group, those are going to be some mature rams, and that's something that we need to get closer and really look over.
How would we go about accessing that area?
We could go around the backside of that mountain and come over and end up on top of that bluff looking down on them. That's going to be our best approach.
I say we give it a shot.
Let's move.
Pure Hunting is brought to you by Bowtech, Refuse to Follow, Spot Hog, the world's toughest archery products, S4 Gear, meeting the demands of nature and those who tame it, Electronic Shooters Protection, your hearing matters, Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. And by Growth Weaver, weaving powerful digital solutions into your marketing mix. The Sportsman's Guide, name brand shooting supplies and hunting gear at closeout prices. And Tenzing, equipping hunters to go further.
Let's stop here and take a look over the edge to see what's in that canyon. Lay down right there. All right, there's a big ram. He's right in the center of the herd. You can see him as his horns come down on the side.
All right, Jim, I got no shot.
Maybe he's gonna separate himself enough to where you can get a shot. I don't know. All right, here they go.
He's on the left line, right?
He's toward the back. They're splitting, the herd's splitting.
I'm gonna stay on him if he offers a shot.
Have you got your rangefinder? How far is that?
Hey, Jim, that's 350 yards.
You feel comfortable at that distance or getting further?
Jim, with this wind and that distance, I'd just soon not take the shot, risk wounding it.
There's nothing wrong with that. Well, let's move off these then, and let's go look at those ones we were originally trying to find anyway.
Okay. It was hard not to pull the trigger when I saw that big Aoudad through my scope, but with the herd grouped together so tightly and moving like they were, it wasn't worth the risk. I just hope I get another chance. Jim decided to go scout another area to the east, leaving me to go find that big bachelor group on my own. I'd seen which direction they were headed, and if my hunch was right, it would take some hard work to get there. I finally spotted them down below. Just as I'd hoped, they were still moving through the canyon. Look at that. My first Aoudad. I don't know what measurements he's gonna have. He looked great from 170 yards away, and he looks great from 2 feet. Look at the length of these horns. Beautifully symmetrical. The growth rings you can see on this thing. He's an old ram. And these chaps, I mean, how gorgeous is that blonde hair dragging down there all the way down the front of his legs. Well, we got some work to do and get him off the mountain, so we better get cracking. After 6 grueling days of chasing ghosts in the mountains with Brad, what a sweet feeling it is to put a big sheep down on my first evening here. Aoudad sheep hunting in the wilds of Texas Canyon Country. What an incredible experience, and what a great discovery. A relatively unknown species of sheep roaming wild in some of the most beautiful country I've ever seen. And it's all right in America's backyard. Now that's pure hunting.